Hey everybody, it's Sean. Hopefully you've been all following along on YouTube here, watching the videos on this 2007 Subaru Forester. So today what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to do a little work on the exterior here. We're going to clay and polish. Well, to a degree. We're not going to get this whole thing done. But we're going to clay it all down, and we're going to start actually we're going to compound this because there's a lot of scratches in it. So we're going to do the compound first. It's going to be a few stages on this that we're going to end up doing. So we'll do stuff like that. Let's see, one of the other things that we're going to do right now actually, is we're going to remove this dealer sticker. So there's several ways to do it. I could use my steamer if I wanted to. But my old method has always been my heat gun, so that's what I've always used. I've been doing this since 1989 professionally. That's one of the first tools that I learned to use when I worked at a dealership, so I could debadge other dealerships' stickers so we can place ours on. So what I'm going to do is I do have plastic razor blade here just in case I need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my heat gun on, put it on hot. I'm not going to need a lot of heat. The sticker probably is going to come right off just about. Just do it a little at a time. I don't heat it up too much, because sometimes if you heat it up too much, it rips the sticker, but also it burns your finger. Alright, so there's the first piece off. As you can see, it comes off very easy. Like I said, I didn't think this one would come off too hard. It doesn't look like a very old sticker. And as you can see, this is a Subaru, and the sticker here is from a Saab dealership, so I'm assuming that they didn't buy it brand new from there. Alright. These are the ones that are really a pain because they're the little tiny letters. So if you have an old one, of course, it'll probably be a hell of a lot harder than what this one is. For me, I'm going to heat it up a little bit more just to keep it heated. And like I said, you don't need it super hot on one that's not that old. You know, you're just going to have to play with it and see what kind of heat you need when you're doing this. Like I said, this really don't take long. It's really kind of a quick thing. But I want to do this before I clay it. I don't want to clay the car with the sticker on it and then, you know, doesn't make a lot of sense. So you don't want to go too fast so that way you can get a lot of it in one shot. The Saab one might be a little bit easier. Looks like it's kind of connected to a degree. Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. See, like I said, so far I haven't even needed that. I'll just let you guys know, while I have the heat gun on, I am keeping it away to my side. I'm not pointing it anywhere near the car. This thing will melt like a tail light or something. It does have a base, I could set it down, but I'm going to be using it, so it's not a big deal. I'm just like holding it in my hand. I only need one hand anyway. Put these down a little bit. These ones are tedious. But as you can see, they're coming right off. And that's it. Shut that down. Set it down here. And I'll throw these away. Didn't need the blade. Chuck these here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to glove up. I'm going to grab a rag and some solvent, and I'm going to get that, actually I'm just going to use some denatured alcohol here. I'm going to get that sticker stain off the back. Let me get a rag here. Okay. Put a little on the rag. And give it a wipe. As you can see, it's just disappearing. And I'm not rubbing hard. Giving it a light wipe. And there you go. That's it. Okay, I'm going to put this stuff away and I'll get back with you and we'll start claying. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to clay this. Under normal circumstances, I would start from the roof and start working my way down, but because it's a little bit more convenient to do the video with me standing here down on the floor instead of getting up on my platform, I'm going to start right here in this section. Alright, so basically what I have is I have my lube here, my clay lube, and I have my polisher with a clay pad on it. This is a medium grade clay pad. So what I like to do is I just kind of like to take my, well, let me turn this to more of a mist first of all. I like to take my lube and I like to spray it on the pad to kind of give that a little lubrication as well. It's so that way, you know, it's just not so dry. So basically here we go. So I do that, I get that lubed up, and I'll do the same here for the panel I'm going to work on. Give it a good spritz. And I got it on about speed 3. And I'm going to turn it down to about 2. It's more of a comfortable speed for this. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to clay it. Like as if I was polishing the car down. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go crazy on it, of course. No pressure. As you can see, I have my hand underneath it, so I'm not really putting any pressure. I'm just letting the machine do the work. And I'm lightly going over it. And we'll clay this all down. As you can see, it's doing just fine. I just saw a little bit of some contaminants here on the side of the panel that just lifted right off. There's a little here that it may take right off right away. Let's see. Yep. Bye-bye. That's gone. So like I said, I'm just letting it do its job. One more quick pass in each section. And that's it. Okay. Take this and set her down. And I'll just take my towel and I give it a quick dry. I'm not going to look for perfection. I'm just giving it a fast dry. Just like so. And that's it. And I'll move on and I'll continue to do the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clay this all down. And I'll get the whole thing all done, and I'll come back and I'll show you that before we get ready to go on to the polish stage. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, we're all done with the clay process. So as you can see, we got a lot of the contaminants off the car, but by all means it's definitely not perfect. It's still it's not super smooth. It's smooth, but it's not super smooth. Okay, you know, and like I said, we have scratches and stuff in here that some of them may not even come out. What we're going to do though is we're going to work here again on this panel. I have my my rotary out. I like to use my rotary. I have some compound and I have some one step to just kind of clean things up a little bit and just give it a good shake here. Okay, so this is how I like to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the compound stage. I actually did half the car yesterday. I was going to start doing it with you and the battery died on the camera, so I ended up doing pretty much half the car. The whole roof is done, half the hood is done, I just got to do basically the back, half the front bumper, and this side. But I'm going to do this part of the hood here. I'll show you how I do it. So basically this is just the compound stage. So this is what I like to do with my compound. I like to take it and I'll lay a line out on the hood like so, okay? And I just like kind of, not rub it, but just kind of massage it in. So that way it doesn't have so much sling, you know? And if I need a little bit more, I'll just apply another little dot, you know what I mean? And this is how I do it. Okay, I mean, I'm going to run over it anyway with the polisher and spread it still a little bit more, but it kind of helps me with the sling, so this is the way I like to do it. So, just unplug the buffer, pull the cord, there we go. Alright, so, you just buff this spot here, and I'm only going to do this one spot, and then I'll shut down and I'll finish up the rest, and then I'll come back to you. So, here we go. Just go over it gently, let the machine do the work. That's basically how we do the compound. So this is the compound stage, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this all up and wipe it down, and I'll get back to you guys when I'm all done with the compound stage. I'll see you guys before we go into polish. Okay, I got a little far ahead of myself. I'm sorry that I didn't come back for the polish with you guys, but the whole outside is all done. It's all buffed down. It's compounded and polished. So what we did was we polished it up with a DA polisher, a foam pad, and some Angel Wax Perfect Polish. So as you can see, it's got a really nice shine to it. I just got done going over the wheels. I kind of just polished those up a little bit, did a quickie on them. As you can see, they got a nice little shine to them now. So I did all that, and now what I'm going to get ready to do is I'm going to get ready to give it its final bath and give it its wax job, clean all the jams, and just finish this bad boy up. So we'll do that on the next part. So for this part, that's it. I will see you guys hopefully on the next part. So everybody, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the little bell so that you know when we get new videos. And as always, remember, here at Extreme Auto Detailing, it's all about that shine since 1989. I'll see you guys on the next part. Hopefully you follow along. And that'll be the final segment of the Subaru. And, well, we'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.